Like, alright, I'm not just talk to me, Nick, like, bro, because, like, you gotta understand this, I'm just gonna say it straight out, like, you can tell me everything else of this. Even though you might want to say 14, it was just you, like, dude, you're the one who directed me to do all this, and, like, I'm just saying this straight up, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I'm not putting off some front. If I were to direct you to do something like you did, I would not act the way you're acting towards someone who's, like, been, like, there for you. Like, I really have. Like, you've been there for me, but I've been there for you, and it's not so, and, like, and the other thing is, like, if I had known you since second grade, I'm being honest with you, like, it's not something that you can, I've took matters into my own hand, like, I've, like, went into it with people, like, straight up brawled out, because, like, if someone disrespects me in a way that, like, I can't handle, I do, and, like, you kind of, like, if I didn't know you since second grade, like, me and you would have probably gotten a brawl right, and I saw you, because, like, in a way, you didn't know you did it, but, like, my mom's been nothing but nice to you, and, like, when you talked to her on the phone, you had a totally, like, don't say anything, but you had a totally disrespectful attitude towards my mom, and, like, I heard it, too, like, because it was on the thing from when my mom picked up the phone, and, like, I heard it, dude. Like, you don't have to argue it, but, like, for some reason, like, you were talking to her, like, she was someone else. You talked to her, like, disrespectfully. Like, she's been there for, like, you so much, and you're not realizing it because you were, like, younger. She just like your mom has. I'm not discrediting your mom. Your mom's been there for me,
no,
thick and thin. Like, I would never disrespect her, and, like, if I did, I would expect you to, like, say something. Because, like, I, for real, like, I have love for your mom. She's cooked me straight up meals. She's picked me up from the movies. She's treated me just like a son to her, just like my mom has to you. And, like, you didn't realize that, I guess, because you were mad. Because my mom told me supposedly you were, like, mowing the grass when your mom called you in or something like that. And she just said she had to hang up the phone because my dad told her to, because my dad could overhear, and she was like, my dad was just like, hang up the phone. You don't deserve to be talked to disrespectfully by a teenager. And she hung up the phone, and my dad said this straight up. She's like, he really said this. I'm not lying. He's like, I like Nick, and this isn't Nick. I would not expect this from Nick, but if you're going to be talked to disrespectfully by any kid, like, you should be hanging up the phone, because, like, they should be looking up to you, you know? And, like, I don't know if you realize that, and you could admit it as a man, but you did talk to my mom a little disrespectfully. Like, you really did. Like, I would never do it to your mom, and I would have done that too out of frustration.
Okay, let me talk. I listen to you.
Alright.
I listen to you.
Your side. Oh, one other thing before you get going. I'm not mad, but I'm upset at the fact that I called you and your mom, and you both, like, obviously in other ways, just blew off my phone.
I blew off your phone calls. My mom didn't. I told her not to call you back.
Alright, that's good. I'm glad to hear that about Candy, because I would have always thought Candy would have called me back.
The first 2 times you called 2 days, right?
No, my
you
mom,
called.
here's what happened. I got real trashed one night at Shell's house when our friends were out of town, and we were fucking, like, belligerently fucked up, dude. Like, you don't even know, right?
And that's when you called my mom?
And my mom called me that night when I was completely fucked up, and she was just like, she was so unhappy. She's like, Jason, she's like, look, she's like, this is quote her words. Shell heard it, and if you don't believe me, you can ask Shell. She goes, look, I love Nikki. She's like, and she called you Nikki. I was like, who's a Nikki, Mom? She goes, Nicholas Durso. I was like, alright, what happened? She goes, I called him like you said to, and his mom was defensive, he was defensive and everything, and I was like, yeah, what happened? Tell me. And she's like, I hung up the phone, so he's being disrespectful. Basically, they said it was not their responsibility, and blah, blah, blah. And he said that he gave you a number and you didn't call it.
Hold on a second.
Let me say, I was like, Mom, yeah, he did give me a number, but he advised me strictly and, like, persistent about it for me not to call because something about a lawyer and bullshit, and then we were getting our money back. And I was like, I'm not going to call then. She goes, all right. She was like, but I didn't expect that from Nick. Like, he really, like, disrespected me. And, like, I thought me and him were, like, more than just, like, you and him friends. Like, I kind of feel like I had a friendship with him, like, myself. Like, I really like Nick out of all your friends.
Talk?
Like, that's her words.
Can I talk?
I have to, dude.
Alright. 5 minutes ago, you just said that you overheard me talking on the phone, and now you just said...
I do have that. Like, I have the recording. Like, I'll show it to you.
But the same thing that I said just now that you just said that your mom told you was in what I said when you just said 5 minutes ago. That
dude, like, I swear to God, like, if you want to believe me, like, when they're not...
Okay, I was confused.
I'll bring it to your house. I'll bring you to my house. I have it on recording because my mom gave it to me because I was really pissed, and, like...
Oh,
I don't know.
Recorded it?
No, it's just on my dad. My dad has all this high-tech bullshit, and he has the recording on, like, recording. Like, he can play it to me back. He can play anything back. That's my girlfriend calling me. I'm sorry. You know how it is.
No. There's no chick in that room, isn't there, bitch? What you doing, my boy?
What are you doing hitting me? Why are
Because
you...
you done cheating on my boy.
No, I'm having
No,
a serious
come back,
conversation.
Nick, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I didn't really hit you that hard.
I know, but I was not ready for that.
Where's Nina?
Be mine.